Hello, Chargers. Welcome back. Espero que cualquier cosa que escogiste durante la última semana has estado muy inspirado and very excited about whatever you're learning, no matter what you chose. Maybe someone is doing a study about something from school or a topic you've always been interested in, o una actividad que quisiste desarrollar tus habilidades, o experimentos, o entrevistas con alguien en tu casa, o resolver un problema. Hay tantas posibilidades para nuestro proyecto de inspiración. And I hope whichever one that you chose, you are super excited about it. Today, I want to teach you how to push your thinking. Cómo puedes aprender más sobre tu tema. And I'm going to teach you a little trick about how we train our minds just like a muscle. Entonces, ¿cómo podemos empujar nuestros pensamientos? How can we push our thinking? When we are doing an activity, like doing our bike, if we're working on a bike project, or cooking, or interviewing someone, or reading an article, or watching a video, podemos pensar en lo que es importante, en lo que nos estamos dando cuenta, en qué idea nos trae a la mente, en cómo conecta a otras ideas, en algún pensamiento que tenemos, en lo que nos sorprende y en lo que nos hace pensar. So we push our thinking by asking all of these things as we do our inspiration project. I'm going to teach you something a little bit about muscle memory. Just like when we're doing weights or any kind of exercise, we train really hard and then we have to stop and we have to rest. And then when we come back to do the exercise again, we realize our muscle is stronger. Es lo mismo cuando estamos entrenando nuestros cerebros. Tenemos que estar muy enfocada en la actividad, reading, watching the video, listening to the podcast, doing the activity. Then we need to stop and take a break and walk away and do something else. And then we come back to think about what we remember. What were the most important ideas? What was our connection? How do we push our thinking? And that is when we write notes. Hice algunos dibujos que quise compartir contigo sobre este proceso de cómo aprendemos a aprender. We do it, we do the experience, we wait a little bit, and then we come back and use our muscle memory to write it down on notes. So I am going to show you how to do that today, okay? Yo voy a sacar mi planificador que hice la semana pasada, my personal project planning document. Ooh, that's a tongue twist. Personal project planning. Can you go get yours, please? It should look like this. It should be totally filled out with what topic you're doing, your big question, and your plan for resources. Okay? Go get yours. I'm going to wait. Pause the video. Go get it. ¿Lo hiciste? ¿Ya tienes tus cosas aquí? All right. So remember, I wanted to do a project where I learned about how to make maps, and I want to make a bike map of my neighborhood. I have my questions here and my resources. Hoy voy a usar este nuevo documento para estirar mis pensamientos and to take notes. So I have some notes here about researchers. Researchers take notes by summarizing or paraphrasing in their own words. Notes are not full sentences. It's the most important information. What's the most important point? ¿Qué es difícil? ¿De qué tengo preguntas? ¿Qué pregunta quiero hablar con mis compañeros? ¿Qué es algo muy interesante? Y aquí está todo del otro póster que te mostré de cómo puedo empujar mis pensamientos. These are the ideas about how I can push my thinking. And down here is where I'm going to take my notes. So how do I use this? ¿Cómo lo voy a usar? Mira, I take my big question, how are maps made? Copy it, and I paste it. How are maps made? That's the big question I'm trying to answer. And now I go little question by little question, baby question by baby question. Let's try my first one. I'll do this one actually first. What is a projection? I learned that word map projection in my initial research. What is a projection? I'll look at my source, I'll take some notes, and I'll think of my next steps. So I have my video here. I have it already pulled up here. Let me take a look.
If I want to turn this globe into a flat map, I'm going to have to cut it open. In order to get this globe to look anything close to a rectangle lying flat, I've had to cut it in several places. I've had to stretch it so that the countries are starting to look all wonky. And even still, it's almost impossible to
Mirando esta demostración, me estoy dando cuenta que el mapa se tiene que distorsionar mucho. Ay, sí, porque el mundo es una esfera y cuando lo ponemos en alguna superficie plano, como un mapa, se tiene que distorsionar. Sí o sí. So I would write down here, maps are always distorted on a projection. Sphere, Earth, can't be flat and stay the same. Let me keep going here. What else did I find? An article, US schools to get New World Map after 500 years of colonial distortion. Oh, here's that word again, distortion. This is the new map. This is making me think that it's different for school kids to see the world like this. I'm realizing that North America looks smaller. This is called the Gale-Peters projection. Africa is really much bigger. This map shows the correct size of countries. And I'm going to research, oh yeah, this is the one I was used to be seeing, right? The Mercator projection. But this is the one that they're showing now. Huh. And so what I would do, después de hacer mi actividad, de mirar el video, de ver el artículo, tengo que ir, salir, hacer otra cosa y después cuando vuelvo, hablo de mi memoria para hacer mis notas. I use my memory to do my notes when I come back. So, let's see. I could be saying, my source this time was this article, US schools get a new world map. And this was about another question. This was about what are problems with maps? What are problems with maps? So I'm going to write here, what are problems with maps? This was my source. And my note was maps we've seen in school, that was called a Mercator, distort size of countries. New map in Boston shows real size. And when I looked at it, I realized that Africa looks a lot bigger, South America looks a lot bigger, y mira qué pequeño son Estados Unidos comparando. So USA is smaller than we thought. Wow. Ahora es tu turno. Yo quiero que abres los dos documentos y empieces a mirar videos que tienes ahí, artículos, leyendo cosas. Maybe you're going to go do an experience. I want you to do that, wait, and then come back and take some notes. I'm going to do the same thing, and then I'll show you my final product. Go ahead. Después de leer mis artículos y estar investigando sobre mapas, salí con mi bici y empecé a hacer mi ruta por mi barrio, porque al final yo quiero hacer un mapa de mi barrio, una ruta en bici. Y decidí, después de ver algunas opciones, que no voy a querer mostrar el tamaño real ni la distancia real. I just want to make a map of showing places of high interest, and maybe I'm going to do a little treasure hunt. So I made a key, tengo una leyenda y estoy empezando a hacer mi ruta en bici. Pero también te quiero mostrar cómo seguí tomando mis apuntes en mi documento. So, tengo aquí mis preguntas guías, cómo empujar mis pensamientos. Y mira, tengo mis baby questions, mis preguntas chiquitas, las fuentes confiables que estoy usando y mis notas, aquí, mis notas. Y lo que hacen los investigadores también es después de tomar apuntes, pensamos en más preguntas o en reflexión. So I'm thinking of like, how can I show on my own map what's to scale? How can I tell people what to believe in and what not to believe in, what's real? En el cambio que vi en los mapas de la escuela en Boston, estoy pensando en cómo este cambio ha afectado a los estudiantes. Up here, I'm thinking about different kinds of advantages and disadvantages of maps. Entonces, mis queridos Chargers, esto es tu trabajo el día de hoy. Tienes que abrir tu planificador, open your planner, go into your resources, and take some notes, just like I did here. Notes go with a different question. Recuerda cómo funciona el cerebro. Igual hacer ejercicio. Tienes que leer o mirar o hacer tu actividad, take a little break and look away and not look at it, and then de tu memoria empezar a hacer tus apuntes. Good luck. Let's see how it goes. Go ahead.